actually love discovering that the problem is me because that means that I can fix it. And this is definitely all you, girl. Today, I have my client, Tamara McLemore. Listen to Tamara's question. I am tired.
I love my clients, but I am exhausted.
It's taking you out.
It's taking me all the way out.
How do I produce a recurring revenue stream that does not require me? This is a classic problem that so many entrepreneurs have. You don't want to be too tired to enjoy your life. And we definitely got her to an amazing solution.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
There's more money where you're building in systems than there is where you are burning yourself out. Always.
Yes, I'm like, why didn't I think of that?
You know why you didn't think of it? Because you're burnt out. You're too tired. It will only get worse if you don't change something drastically right now.
You want to make more money? You are in the right place. Welcome to the Hello 7 podcast. That's 7 as in 7 figures. I'm your host, Rachel Rodgers.
Welcome back to the Hello 7 podcast, friends. I am so excited because today I have my client, Tamara McLemore, and she is hilarious. Listen to Tamara's question. Her question is, I am the face of the company. People want me. I am tired. How do I produce a recurring revenue stream that does not require me? Can anyone relate to that? Maybe you've built a very successful business. You've got a wait list potentially of clients. Your business is popping off like you always hoped it would. And now you are tired. And you're like, how do I keep the money flowing without continuing to exhaust myself? This is a very real problem. And so I'm so excited to coach Tamara on this today. You're going to love this episode, and we definitely got her to an amazing solution at the end. So please enjoy this episode with Tamara McLemore. Tamara,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
sent me in a hilarious question.
Yes.
That you wanted to be coached on. And so tell the people what you're struggling with.
So I am the face of the company. My face is all over the billboards, via LinkedIn, on my podcast, all the material, and people want me. And let me tell you, I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
You don't want them.
I love my clients, but I am exhausted. And so what's happening now, people, when they want to book, they always ask, okay, I'm ready to pull the trigger. Got one more question. Is it you? And of course it is now, but I need to some kind of way exit left, or at least a little bit, so that I could get my on.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty exhausted. I'm tired.
Yes. Okay. So let's just be clear that what clients want isn't always what's best for the business, and it's not even always what's best for them.
True.
You know?
This is true.
They want you because you're the face, because they see you all the time, and they don't know if there's someone else who could be just as amazing, potentially, or amazing in a different way, who can support them, that you can train, and who could also be supporting them, while they also get a mix of you too. Okay? So this is a classic problem that so many entrepreneurs have, which is, I've built up this business, and in the beginning, all we wanted was just like to replace our old salaries and just to make some money. And we're like, please just somebody hire us. And then we get hired so much that we like, y'all, please leave me alone. You know what I mean? I love y'all, but don't call my name. Don't ask me for nothing. I don't want to see y'all today, you know? And so we get too much work to do. And now we're like, okay, now how do I get out of this? Because now I'm making the money, which is great. And sometimes we're not even maximizing the money that we aren't at this inflection point. And so we have clients and we have a great business and we're tired. So how do we solve this problem? ROI, the Millionaire Summit, is back for the third time. It's happening in January 2025 for entrepreneurs that are looking to grow a 7-figure business and beyond. We'll have amazing speakers, incredible networking, lots of connection, community, and fun, and actionable steps that you can take to get a return on your investment in this amazing event. It's all happening January 15th through the 17th in Orange County, California, right outside of LA. So easy to fly to. And what's really special about this year is that we are including luxury accommodations with your ticket. That's right, you don't have to pay an extra fee for a hotel room. It's all included in your ticket. But these rooms will sell out and tickets are going fast. And the price goes up every week. So you will be rewarded for taking quick action. So make sure you go to hello7.co/ROI to get your ticket now. So the solution is to actually back your way out slowly. Okay. So I know you want to exit stage left, but I'm gonna need you to do like a slow Homer. You know that meme where he just like slides into the bush? I need you to do that slowly. Okay.
Now break that down for me.
Okay, I will break it down. But before we do that, tell us what the business is. Give us the background.
Okay, so I teach the PMP certification. That is the Project Management Professional Certification. It is a highly sought after piece of paper.
Okay.
You have to have this. It is not an option anymore. It is a requirement. It is not just for IT or construction or government. It is for sales. It is for marketing. It is for healthcare. It is for education. Every industry is requiring a certification. And my program, of course, is different because I am not just teaching to pass the certification the first time and within 30 days. I'm actually teaching people project management.
Right.
So literally, people are showing up different, not after they pass, but like 2 or 3 days in the boot camp.
Wow.
They're slowing the projects down. They're telling their stakeholders, wait, we need to gather requirements. We need to meet with the business.
Right.
We need to meet with the customer. And so they're even adding agile into it because waterfall is a traditional way of doing project management, which we can no longer do because we're losing too much money.
Okay.
So now we're implementing agile or a hybrid, or we call it the Wagile, the Wild Wild West. And so to make it in short, my clients are showing up different. And so I have worked in this industry for 20 years, government, IT, worked healthcare. I've even worked for a law firm doing project management. So I can speak everyone's language. And so that's the why people are drawn to me. And so just finding somebody that can do that, a class of 20, 25 people that can speak to every industry, that is where I'm having a struggle.
Okay. Well, we don't need to necessarily replace you now.
Okay. I don't want to be replaced because I do like helping my clients, but my time is just, I just don't have that kind of time and stamina anymore.
Okay. So to break this down, you offer training for a project management certification.
Yes, it is a 2-week training. It is from 5 to 10 for 2 weeks, Monday through Thursday and Saturday morning.
Oh, no wonder you tired.
Exhausted. So after that boot camp, I am up under the covers for at least 2 or 3 days. My husband, my family, they know don't talk to me for at least 2 or 3 days. And then I slowly come back and then I do it again and again and again.
So it's taking you out.
It's taking me all the way out.
Okay. That makes sense. And I get it. Okay. So who are your ideal clients?
People, I would say mid-career people that are doing the job, not making the salary, not getting the accolades, not getting promotions. They're very capable. And I surveyed my clientele recently, and they just tell me, I thought they were coming to me to get the certification for the money. Yes, money is going to afford them, vacations, to buy a car for their child, just all kind of things, get their house clean, gym, all those things. But really, they're telling me it's the confidence.
Interesting.
Literally every day this week and last week, people are like, it's the confidence, it's the swagger. Because you can say deuces to this job. Like when they, quietly quitting is still going on. Like, okay, there's a job on every corner. Yes, companies are laying off, but guess what? There's a job on every corner.
Right.
Another one.
Because project managers are so highly sought after.
Highly sought after.
Especially if you have the certification, then it's sort of like it's checking a box for these companies that like, we know that certain principles of project management. And we're not just, because trust me, I've done it too. I've hired people who call themselves a project manager and they're not a project manager.
That part.
Yes.
That part. And I get a lot of that from organizations that are hiring and say that one person from a major corporation, we were on a call and she said the person had their PMP certification and she asked the second question and the girl was like, I don't know what you're asking me. We could just hang up now. She was like, people can't even go through the interview. They can't even answer the interview questions. They're getting their PMPs, I guess, in a Cracker Jack box. I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, that's why they come to me because I am actually teaching project management.
Right.
I'm giving them the confidence, the technology, the wording, the know-how. And so that is the scary part that has got to stay within my organization.
Okay, so they come in, they're probably working as a project manager now, and they want the certification because that's going to enable them to maybe get paid more, or at least that's part of what they're thinking.
Correct.
And maybe they want to feel more confident at work. Maybe they want to be up for promotions, and they feel like this will help them get there.
Absolutely.
So they come in and do the training, and they leave a different person.
A whole different person. Yes.
Amazing. So it sounds like it's very transformational. It's beyond just a piece of paper, for sure.
Absolutely. And that's what they're saying. They're like, wow, they just did not know that this piece of paper would do all this, and they wish they had gotten it 5-10 years sooner.
Okay.
So that feeling, I'm not gonna lie, that feeling that I get when somebody says that, it's like a natural high.
It really is. I honestly, so many people think building a business is all about the money, right? And they think business owners care about nothing but money. And it could not be further from the truth. And the truth is, it's like when you help someone have a massive breakthrough, there is nothing like it. Like, helping someone is so incredibly satisfying. Getting paid for it as well, also amazing.
Yes.
But it's like, after you're making a bunch of money, what keeps you there is just the fact that you're helping people and getting them to that breakthrough moment.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love it. Okay. So, how many people do you have in each boot camp?
I would say between 15 to 25.
Okay. And you do one of these a month, two a month?
Okay, so that's the thing. It's my COVID baby. So during COVID, definitely once a month, and some months twice a month.
Wow.
And yeah, so I was, when people were out drinking, virtually drinking and partying, I was working, setting my business up. So lately I have been doing every other month, and now I've scaled back to like every 3 months. And 2025, I'm every quarter, because I just cannot. But I do, like you said, I would like to hold maybe 2 classes a quarter. But like I said, how do I exit left, or just not be the face of the company? Because let me add this part too. So I'm doing corporations now. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing private classes and federal government. So not just individuals anymore, because you coached me last year, diversify my business, which I've done. And so, like I said, I'm only one person.
Yes. Okay. So we need to find another way to make this class work. So one question that I have for you is, there's a lot of levers to pull when you're like, okay, there's too much.
Yes.
Which is a blessing, right? Which means we just need to reorganize and set up boundaries differently so that the business works differently, right?
Boundaries. Okay.
Yes. Boundaries have entered the chat. So you could change the timing of the offer, right? Like how it's laid out. Like,
Okay.
So the structure of it, you don't, I presume that the only way to teach this is not Monday through Friday from 5 to 10 p.m.
It is not, but my class, I want people to pass within 30 days. I like that momentum for them to get in and get out.
Okay.
Yes.
But I'm assuming if you're exhausted, they're probably tired too.
Oh, we're all tired. Some boot camps, I'm like, wait a minute, everybody stand up. Like, you can see people kind of like circling the drain, and I'll just stop and I'll just tell everybody stand up. We'll take a break. I'll tell people go outside, let the air hit you, but we can already get into this risk management or quality.
Wow.
So we're all tired, but yeah.
Okay. So there could be another way.
Okay, tell me.
On the time. So that's one thing.
Okay.
You could shift the price, right? So that maybe you have less clients, or, there's some ways that pricing could come into play to adjust how this is working. So like, for example, if you shift the price where you're charging more for it, then you can do it once every other month or once a quarter and not be taking a financial hit as part of it. You see what I'm saying?
I like where you're going.
Right. So then if you have a lot of time between those classes, then you have a lot of time to like mentally prepare, get yourself ready, and maybe even you clear those 2 weeks so that when you're not in class, you are resting and you're not hustling 9 to 5 and then going into 5 to 10 p.m. boot camp, right?
Yes, because that's the problem. I didn't say that, but you picked up on that, because you got to work all day to get more clients and business. And so it's that 24-hour day working.
Yes. You don't have to.
I see.
It's a choice.
Okay.
You're choosing to do that, but you could do it differently.
Okay.
Okay. So timing can shift it, price can shift it, and then who does the teaching, right? Like team could shift it, right? Bringing some team on.
Yes.
So those are all potential options. But first, I want to kind of get into the money. Tell us a little bit about like what is it? What are you charging for this class? And then how many people are in it each time you do it.
Okay, so I don't know if you recall, but you coached me on this before.
Yes, I did.
I had a flashback. So you coached me on this. And so because my clients are getting 30,000, 40, I've had clients that have gotten $60,000 increases.
Wow.
Yes. And so you had me when you coached me in Portugal. I don't know if you remember. You threw that pen at me because I think I was charging like maybe $1,500, maybe $2,500. And so now I charge $4,500. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Much better.
Yes. I listened to you immediately.
I was waiting to find. I'm like,
Yes.
because I remember, but I'm not going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Let me just hear.
Yeah.
See if you actually did it.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you increased your prices by 3x.
Correct.
Okay, so $4,500 per person.
Yes.
And then and for $4,500, they're doing this job, leaving feeling so much more confident in their careers, which that alone has
Yes.
value. And then on top of that, getting a salary increase
Absolutely.
connected to passing this test.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Okay, so the value clearly is there. So 4,500, and how many people are in the program?
So between 15 and 20, some months we have 25. But yeah, between 15 and 20, depending. The summer months are, down because people are going on vacation. But now the end of the year, the new year, those classes fill up.
Okay, got it. So my question for you is, what is the structure of the corporate work that you're doing? Like, what's the rest of your workday looking like and serving your other clients?
So one of the boot camps for corporate, it is in the evening as well.
Okay.
So then that means I won't have a class that's open to the public.
Right.
On the government side, they have to do my classes during the day, during their duty times.
Okay.
And so that is a daytime class, which I love because I can work like everybody else and work
Right.
during the day. So those are the structures. But like I said, private classes have been in the evening because they're paying for the people to do the classes and they don't want them to use their work time too. That's like double dipping.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. So these corporations are covering the cost of their
Correct.
their
Correct.
clients.
Correct.
Okay. So either way, whether you're selling to government, to corporations, or to individuals, you're teaching your 2-week boot camp.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I love it.
I will say the government, because it's in the daytime, it is just 1 week.
Okay. Because it's like an 8-hour day.
There you go. Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, Tamara, what is your ideal scenario? What do you want to happen?
I want to be able to still make that impact because that is my title, Chief Impact Officer. I do want to touch my clients.
Yes.
However, I don't want to be there in every boot camp. So can I have somebody teach half the class? Or I don't know, maybe the drills on Saturdays. You got me thinking, like I can do maybe the weekday classes, but then those Saturday morning drills someone else can do. Mm-hmm. You got me thinking over here.
Yes. Well, that's the key, is to get creative, because here's what I'm observing. I think you've brought your corporate experience and mentality to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And you're hustling your ass off unnecessarily.
Probably so. Absolutely.
You know, you are the boss, so you get to decide what the structure is.
Here she goes. You told me that before. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And also, like, you're the leader and teacher of the class, which means that the class is structured how you say.
This is
no
true.
one's going to question that. They're going to be like, what do we need to do, teach, to like get these results? And you're going to be like, you're going to show up on these days in this way.
This is true.
So the other thing is, just because they're working don't mean you have to be working. Okay?
Okay.
So you could also have, you know, a co-working session between them where they're like, or a study session, right? Where like maybe one evening after a few lessons, they spend an evening reviewing the information or doing a study session with a facilitator, right? Like that you've hired,
Okay.
versus being with you the entire time. That way, maybe you're going Monday, Tuesday, you have a break on Wednesday. They're still meeting, but you're not there.
Okay.
And then you're back Thursday, Friday, you know, and then maybe they have Saturday drills again with a facilitator. That's not you.
I'm liking that.
Right? So like, that's just an
Yeah.
example, but
Yeah.
the sky is the limit. You
Yeah.
can get creative. The other thought that I had was, I know you want them to get results in 30 days.
Yes.
Why can't we spread this out a little bit? Because they're exhausted and so are you, right? So could it be, you know, first of all, getting them the results in 30 days, how important is it to selling it, right? Like, I don't know, but I think it's worth questioning.
It's important because those other boot camps, those other companies, it normally takes 6, 7, 8, 9 months.
Okay.
And nobody has time for that. And I will say my individuals with kids, small kids, I call them cannot microwave kids.
Yes.
They cannot feed themselves.
Right.
Those women pass within a week, maybe 2.
Okay.
Because the more you have on your plate, the quicker you want to get it done. And,
Right.
and that's another reason why people come to me, is to get it done quicker.
Okay.
Yes.
But there's a lot of runway between 30 days and 9 months, don't you think?
There is. And you got me thinking, maybe we do some pre-work. I'm over here really thinking.
Yes. You can still be incredibly competitive.
Yes.
And you don't have to squeeze it into 2 weeks.
Yes.
That's very ambitious for all parties involved, right? So
Yeah.
you might consider structuring it in a way that gives them a little bit of a break too. So maybe, because the thing is, part of the reason why they want to get it over with is because it's a brutal schedule. If it was a little gentler of a schedule, they might be like, okay, it's fine if it takes a month or even 6 weeks.
Okay. I'm not gentle though, so I can't.
But see, you're
yes.
not being gentle with yourself.
This is true because you're right. You're always right. Yes. Because like you said, I am exhausted. My family knows it. My body knows it. So maybe I do need to let up a little bit.
Yeah, or a lot.
Okay, a lot. Okay.
Because the reality is that this is an actual real potential revenue threat to your business, like to
It
the
is.
overall health of your business. Because if you get burnt out, and trust me, I've been there
Oh,
before.
I am already. I canceled my last 2 classes.
Right. So that tells you're like, you could keep that money,
I did.
you know? And I have been there where I have shut down everything for 30 days to recover because I literally had no choice.
Yes.
Because my brain was not functioning this. Like I literally was not capable of having like a conversation like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when you're a high achieving person and you hit that moment, it's scary.
It is.
You know? And you're either there or very close, right?
Oh, I've been there. And so, like I said, I just canceled my last 2 classes because I could not. And I did not want to show up like that.
Yes.
I did not.
Right.
Yes.
So I think finding a more sustainable way is going to be great for you. It's going to be great for business. What scares you about doing it gentler? What scares you about like slowing it down a little bit?
Is that people will fall off, meaning they won't finish the PNP certification. Life will happen to them, just getting them back. I want them to keep that momentum. But like you said, other people can cheer them on. Other people, I can have other instructors, and I have some people in mind that have been through my boot camp that I could possibly train to over some of that. So my wheels are turning.
Okay, but before you start solving that problem, do
Yes.
you have evidence that that problem is real, or is it just something that you're thinking that they're going to disappear and they're not going to finish the training?
Oh, they will disappear.
And you think that if you stretched it out another week or 2, they would disappear?
Oh, absolutely. I think so. Because people, when we looked at the data on why the people that pass sooner than later, it's because they've scheduled their exam. I stayed on them. They have a calendar and the momentum. But once they lose the momentum, it's hard to get it back.
Right.
Yes.
But so you think it's not possible to keep momentum without doing it every single day?
Well, okay. I see where you're going.
I'm just saying,
You're
there's a
right,
lot of ways to get momentum.
You're right, because I'm giving them momentum, and when I lose that momentum, then they lose it. So I see where you're going. Somebody else can, keep track of them and be the rah-rah.
Or they could have a day off. You know what I mean? Like, what if they had class Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Oh my God, you are funny. You
the way I looked at you.
I know. You actually remind me of Robert Hartwell because he's such he worked on Broadway 8 shows a week. And so we have to notice how we bring our old working habits into entrepreneurship. We create these rules that don't exist. Right? And then we fight to maintain these rules and completely burn ourselves out. And it's like at the end of the day, when you stop and think, you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
What's the purpose? Their momentum is not more important than your well-being. That's for sure.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like your well-being is first. We can't sacrifice that because they will get no momentum, right? If your business stops existing.
Correct.
And if all the other options are literally 7, 8, 9 months, I think you got some wiggle room here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could go a week or 2.
Okay, I see.
Without losing every student.
Let me breathe. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think it's so important to stop and ask ourselves, like, okay, how did I get here? How did I wind up choosing 2 full weeks? Do you know? Like, what caused you to say this is the structure?
Because I'm just a fast-paced person. Like you said, in corporate, I'm just really, we got to get it done. I'm just like that. My
Yes.
friends call me like, oh, here she goes. I'm like, what does I do? When my friends break up with somebody, I'm like, okay, you get 24 hours to cry. And then are you staying or going?
You sound like me.
What
We're
we
the
gonna do?
same. Listen, I like to move at breakneck speed too.
Yes.
Just because when I'm a quick start, right? And so if you take like the Colby personality test, it like there's quick starts and then there's people who are more like deliberate and it takes them longer to like research things. I like to like do some research and then go.
Okay.
I like immediate action, However, what I have found is as I scale my business, I get slower and slower and slower.
This is true.
Purposefully. And now I'm starting to enjoy the slow.
Okay.
And I'm also starting to realize, I think we just do these things that we're like, we make things our whole personality. Like, we have to move fast because I've just always moved fast. Okay, well, let's try something else because it's clearly not working. You know what I mean? Like, don't make fast moving your entire identity, particularly when it's not serving you.
Yes, because I feel like that little hamster on the hamster wheel. And I
Yes.
just want to get off sometimes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you know who could let you off? You. And you know who put you on the hamster wheel?
Them.
No.
Corporate.
It was you. Okay? You did it. You're the boss.
Okay.
Okay? Corporate ain't the
Yeah.
boss no more. You can blame them, but now it's you.
This is true. So I'm getting off this treadmill. I'm
Okay.
truly getting off. Whew.
Let's get off.
Okay.
Okay?
This is a little scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes. And why is it scary? Why do you think it's scary?
Because like you said, that's me. My strengths from Strength Finder, I'm a learner, I'm an activator, I'm an achiever. And I like to check those boxes to move on.
Yes.
And me not checking a box quickly is, whoo, yeah.
Yes. But the box you're going to check is
Me.
8 hours of sleep.
Woo, give it to me.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking time.
I need
Because,
that.
when you look at your schedule and you're like, oh, the next time I'll be able to have a thought is like, next Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like you feel defeated.
Yes.
And it kills your energy and it kills your vibe.
Yes.
And you're not going to be able to sustain this.
This is true. Because I got to work on my book.
Exactly. You have other projects
Yes.
you also want to work on.
Yes.
So I create some spaciousness. And you know what? You could take it down a notch by let's say 15 to 20%. It doesn't mean you're now a tortoise. You know what I'm saying? You could still be a hare, just a
Okay.
slightly slower hare.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly too, I think this is the pathway. I don't think I know. This is the pathway to scale your business. You cannot, the speed that serves you so well as a new entrepreneur becomes a detriment as you start to scale. Because you have a team. Once you have a team, they cannot go at your speed. Because they're not having thoughts. And then it's like the hand-eye coordination can't be the same when you got 12 people involved and you got lines of communication to each of those people. And they're like, wait, what are we doing? Right? You have to stop. As a project manager, you just said it. They're slowing down, right?
Yeah.
They're learning that, everybody stop. Let's get aligned.
Yeah.
What's our plan? Let's have a meeting. Let's discuss what we're doing. Everybody know their assignment? Okay, now we go. And you understand that stopping and slowing everybody down is actually how you go faster.
Yikes. I just told my program manager, I told her to slow down the other day. I'm like, oh, girl, slow down.
Oh, who else needs to slow down? I wonder why she got breakneck speed. Because somebody's setting that example, right?
This is true.
First of all, I actually love discovering that the problem is me because that means that I can fix it. And this is definitely all you, girl.
Yikes. I knew I was going to get some gems today, but I didn't know it was this one. I was wondering.
Yes. I mean, you have a great business. You have a great
you.
structure. All you got to do is slow it down a little bit. And I want you to test it. You
Okay.
don't have to commit to doing, a new structure forever. Let's just try it.
That's a good idea.
Are you open to trying it?
I am real open because when I tell you, as you're talking, I want you to know, I'm like, yes, because I'm actually been working in my bed lately. I
Yes.
can't even get out the bed. I am responding to people in the bed. I get to wash my face, brush my teeth, put on a shirt, and get back in the bed.
Yes. And I have been there.
So
And
I am
it's
exhausted.
It's not a good sign. And it will only get worse if you don't change something drastically right now.
Yes.
You
So
know?
I am definitely open to trying it.
Okay. Awesome. So what I want you to do is for the next cohort that you sell, I want it, let's make it a 30-day cohort.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
What if they go through the program in 30 days?
Okay.
And they take it's still the 30-day promise, right?
Okay.
Like you complete the program in 30 days or within 30 days, and then you take the course.
Yes.
So these, how many, are you meeting with them every day or is it 6 days a week?
It is 5 days a week. So Monday through Thursday and then Saturday.
Okay. So you do get Friday off. Okay.
I get Friday off. That's mandatory. And then I make them study on Sunday, and then I'm responding on Sunday too.
Okay. So what if they studied on Sunday and then you respond to them on Monday?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We need at least one day, preferably 2 days a week, where you just forget they exist. Okay. We need to have days where we discover the other parts of ourselves, right? And we're not just, entrepreneur, business owner 24/7, but like having on the weekends, like, I don't know none of y'all. I don't know this podcast. I don't know this audience. I don't know none of y'all.
I like it.
I ain't thinking about y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about what show do I want to watch today? Are we going to go for a bike ride or are we going to go for a walk? What fun things am I doing with my kids today?
Yes.
Do we feel like baking a pie? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Getting in touch with the other parts of yourself. What book do I want to read?
Ooh, they're sitting over there collecting dust.
Exactly. And so that's what you have to look forward to. So think about the books collecting dust when you're like, I'll respond on Sunday. Because it's us. It's like put the words back in your mouth because you start committing to things.
Yes.
That you don't need to. Trust me, they won't care. They actually probably are fine with you responding on Monday.
Probably so, because I actually tell them, because they're all like, Tamara, it's football season. Don't you know? I'm like, are you suiting up? Are you getting paid? That's what I tell them. And so then I scared them into sending me their results on Sunday.
Okay. So a little bit more gentleness.
Okay.
You don't have to lose your edge. I understand like holding people accountable is a part of your magic. So you don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
We could just like bring it down, just a
little bit. Okay.
20%, So what if you had them meeting, maybe it's Monday, Wednesday. If you don't, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Right. So how about another day off in the week? Or even two or three times a week, and that's it for a month. So if they're getting a total of 10 classes, it sounds like, right?
Correct.
What if we spread those 10 classes out across the month and then maybe adding in more study sessions that maybe your program manager is just there to facilitate?
That part I really like.
Yes.
I really like, because that will solve two problems. It'll help me exit left a little bit and feel more comfortable giving people the reins of, working with my clients.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Do you have somebody on your team who can help you with that right now?
I do. And I have some people that have been in my boot camp as well that can help.
Exactly.
Because they know my style.
I like the thinking.
Because they know my style.
Yes, exactly. And here's the thing, document it. So just don't unleash them, because then you're going to be mad about, because they're going to come up with their own ideas.
Okay. That's a good point. That's a good point.
They may not know exactly what the result is that you want for them to achieve. So document it. Just create an agenda for this is how I want our study sessions to run.
Okay.
This is how I want you to hold people accountable. This is the homework I want you to give them, right? Give them the structure for exactly what you want and let them go do it. Okay?
I like it.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, so when's this next one going to be?
So November is coming up. That may be a little aggressive to do it in November, but definitely January, if January happens.
I like the idea of January. Give yourself a little break to recover.
Yes.
And during that time, start mapping out this new version of this program, And you can decide, maybe you even sell a daytime one to the public. Maybe someone would say, you know what? I have built up vacation time. I'm going to use it to take this course.
You know what? That is an option, because some people think that they need to take off of work. I'm like, no, this is in the evening. So maybe that is something I will try, because I have not done that.
Yeah, they might actually love the idea of just doing it in a week, 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and then they're done, right? Because then it's daytime for you.
Yeah.
And even then still getting your facilitator so that you're taking breaks throughout the day, each day that you're teaching. You might find that people love that and prefer that. Sometimes we are like literally beating ourselves up and there's actually no reason.
Yes, I'm like, why didn't I think of that? At least do a
You know
poll
why you
to
didn't think
ask.
of it? Because you're burnt out. You're too tired. You know what I mean?
Yes, my brain is fried.
Yes, we can't see the solutions when our brain is fried. So we need a break, you know?
Yes.
So I'm happy to be the help, okay?
Yes.
But this is so important because you want to set the example for your project managers too, right? You don't want them to go into the workplace and burn themselves out.
Oh, you sound like my husband now. Because he's like, I'm going to tell everybody in your boot camp what you're doing behind the scenes is that you're not taking the breaks that you tell them to take. And even this summer, I normally go to Martha's Vineyard. I normally go to Turks and Caicos. I normally take all these vacations. I took one vacation, only one.
Yes.
So that's another thing because I was too tired to even get on the plane.
Listen, vacations is another thing, right?
I gotta pack. I gotta plan it. I
It'd be
can't
too
do
much. It'd be too much. Right. You don't want to be too tired to enjoy your life.
Yes.
Right. And first with your family, they get concerned, right? And they talk to you about it. Then they get angry.
Yes.
You know?
This is true.
You know, these are the phases. So stop yourself now before it gets worse. And trust me, there's more money where you're building in systems and training other people than there is where you are burning yourself out.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Always. Okay? The burnt out method is not where the biggest cash is at.
It is not. And you got me thinking, I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking because we're on camera. But I got
you ain't going to get these secrets.
Yes, but I'm getting ready to blow this out. Oh, my God. This is amazing. Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so what's your homework?
It is to look at how I can expand the classes, either days, weekends, teach a class during the day, identify those potential instructors. I'm even going to have someone do the application because that's the part I didn't even tell you on the front end. So even on my way here, I had to pull over and meet because I meet with everybody to do their application as well. And that's at least 2 sessions.
Yes.
So I'm going to have my team start doing that, which they have begged me. And I said, no, because I have to do it.
Listen to your team. Listen to them.
And so I'm going to, that is some additional time I'm going to free up. So I have so much to do, but this is exciting. So I'm going to get started right away.
Okay.
And then map those steps out, like you said, on what I expect from those instructors.
Exactly. Okay. I love that. But the first thing on your to-do list is to rest.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
that part. That part. That
Yes,
part that you
yeah.
forgot about.
Okay.
Honestly, too, I think sometimes when we get to this place, we have to relearn how to rest.
Yes.
You know, so read some books about rest. Listen to some podcasts about rest. Okay? Start to become an expert on rest.
Okay, I will try that.
You know, because you're in a place that I was at several years ago, and I had to do a lot of work to get out of that place.
Okay.
And it's we're just trained to operate at a single speed, and you need help to slow down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So read some of those books.
Okay.
I have some recommendations
Okay.
for you.
Please.
Okay.
Because I was going to leave here and go to a coffee shop and execute immediately.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You take your ass home. Okay. Get back in that bed.
Will do.
Okay. That's the wrap, y'all. How amazing was that? Did y'all enjoy this episode? If so, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, leave us a review, and share this episode with a friend. I will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Hey, do you enjoy money? I do. If you want to make more money, then you need to join We Should All Be Millionaires, the club. Go to hello7.co/club to see everything you get once you become a member. hello7.co/club. In the club, we teach you how to maximize your earning potential, how to make better financial and business decisions, how to set up systems so that you're building wealth over time. We keep you focused on your financial and business goals, and we do fun activities throughout the year to keep you motivated. During our last money-making challenge, our club members earned a grand total of $3,519,262.66. Okay? $3.5 million as a community. That's a lot of money, y'all. If you want to get in on this, go to hello7.co/club and become a member.